here in sunny, hot Key West today. We have had a really great day tootling around in a golf cart, and we are now at Salty Frogs getting ready to have some lunch. It's been such a fun day.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's been a blast. People say don't rent a golf cart, rent a golf cart. Last time we did the tram, and we actually have video of that from 2 years ago, and we stopped off here for lunch, and we are back again, but this time we did it on our own, and it was a blast, wasn't it?
Yeah. We had a really good time.
Okay, we're off today. This is Kim and I getting off the ship, and we are at Key West, and we were on Celebrity Reflection. Oh my gosh, it was a great ship, isn't it?
It really is.
Oh, yeah. Love it. So we decided to rent the golf cart, as we were just saying, and this is us getting off the ship. And Kim, what'd they tell you when you rented the golf cart? That, free shuttle to the golf cart?
Yeah, it said we picked that company because it said there was a free shuttle to pick us up and then drop us off, but that was not the case.
Nope.
And we had to walk, what they said was 2 blocks, but ended up being more like 6 blocks, and we were a little hot and sweaty when we got there.
Hot and sweaty. It's 9 a.m. and we just got off the ship, and right here, the cruise line port's right there at Mallory Square, so you can see all this is Mallory Square, and we kind of videotape like what we walk by, and we walk by a lot, like Kim said, 6 blocks. I mean, it's pretty, but hey, we made it to the golf cart, and Kim's our driver, and here we are.
Well,
yes,
no,
we're all aboard. And Kim was getting some lessons right here on how to drive the golf cart. She was quite confident that she could do just fine. And I was the navigator, quite confident that I could navigate.
That's because I can't read a map.
And I actually don't drive that well. So we actually were a pretty good pair. Yes. So we're off and going. And I mean, this was probably the best idea for us, don't you think?
Yes, it really was. It was great.
It was great. I mean, as you probably know, 2 years ago we rode the tram with Kim's mom, and it was wonderful. But this time we kind of felt more confident that we were going to go, and we went straight down to Duval, and Kim started right on Duval, and we went past the famous Sloppy Joe's, which everybody usually stops and gets a drink, except for us. But we drove by and we took pictures, and we just kind of wanted to drive around and really get familiar with the whole town, and that's what we did, right? Yeah. I mean, we went through and up and down Duval and all over. You can see the crosswalks here, all the different little shops from all the houses. Man, it was cool, wasn't it?
It's such a quaint little place.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it?
Isn't it only like 2.5 miles wide or something like that? So it's not very big.
No.
And you can pretty easily, navigate this little city. And it was really nice.
We found the Naval Air Station. I mean, we were so excited because we found that, and then right down the street from that is the southernmost point. And man, there was a long line, so we just kind of drove up to it, and Kim stopped and we took a little picture right in front of it while there was a big line there.
Snuck in and did a little selfie.
Yeah, right there. Then she drove down, and this is, the Southernmost Point Hotel? That hotel right there? And
it was a really nice resort.
Oh, gosh, yeah. And Kim just kind of pulled right down there. I don't know if we were supposed to park there, but we parked there and just took a few pictures and then got back on. And, there's Kermit's. Kermit's Key West. Key Lime Pie. You can see our ship right back there in the very background. Now we're kind of just driving around, just kind of getting our bearings at first. And then we decided that, gosh, we were really thirsty. So instead of parking, Kim just kind of stopped there, and I ran across the street to get us some Coke and a Diet Coke. And then we were off again. And then we were going up and down like Truman and Duval, and then we decided to kind of go in some of the neighborhoods as well, which was, that was fun. You can see that we're passing other golf carts, and I think that was Hemingway's rum place, and again, we didn't stop at a lot of these places. So our first stop was to get a Coke, and that was just kind of running across the street. And then we decided to go there's Key Lime Place again. and Kermit's, right? Yes.
Yes.
So key lime pie, if you want, key lime pie, that's like their famous, key lime pie place. So we were excited that we found that as well. And then we were on a mission to find the Hemingway House.
Well, and the reason we didn't stop at a lot of these places because it was like 9:30, and most
in the
of these
morning,
places weren't open yet.
No, this is true. But it was a benefit for us because, I don't know, it's probably like 90 degrees already at 9 o'clock. It was hot. I mean, hot. Although it was overcast some, which really, really helped us. And so that was helpful. As you can see, we're just kind of showing some of the different, places that we, went up and down. And we just really enjoyed all of the houses, along here and the architecture where you can see as you go around. We like, what is it, home tours or house hunters?
Home shows,
and
house hunters.
And
these homes, they're like pastel colors with pretty shutters, and they're all the palm trees, all the different foliage everywhere, and these houses are sitting like just steps off the street. They're just right there, but it's just very cool.
Very cool. And the trees, I don't know what kind of trees these are, but man, I wish we could grow these back in Missouri because these are, phenomenal.
Little white picket fences everywhere.
So cute. I mean, it's just so nice. As we keep going through, we are heading to the Hemingway House. And the Hemingway House, they told us that you couldn't get any parking on this street. Oh, that's a cemetery. Cemetery's kind of like centrally located, and if you can find the cemetery, then it's real easy to kind of navigate around that because Duval kind of runs the opposite direction where you can get back and then go. Now the Hemingway House is about, one street over from Duval, and so we were able to kind of navigate like that as well. So they do have a lot of maps that you can get as well as you go along the streets. Oh, don't forget about the roosters. Yeah, the roosters and the chickens.
Roosters everywhere.
Yep. So we found the Hemingway House, and we did find parking. Kim parked right there across the street.
Right across the street, yeah.
Yeah, $5. Mm-hmm. $5 for, an hour, 2 hours? An hour. And this is just inside the Hemingway House. We won't show you a whole lot of it. How much was that, our tickets to get in?
$18.
Okay, $18. I felt like it was a good value. I mean, $18 seems kind of steep, per ticket, but you do get a tour of the whole house, and look how pretty it is.
It was really pretty. It was just, old house, but very nice, and the grounds were so pretty, and I'm just really glad we stopped and went through it.
I am too, because you could sit anywhere. They had tons of benches, and you could get a narrated tour as you walk through. We chose not to because we just kind of went around and looked at some of the signs and
did it at our pace.
Yeah, did it at our pace. But you can definitely do it, and it's not anymore. You can see the lighthouse back here in the back again with all the pretty trees. And that is a birthing chair. Kim and I, since we worked in labor and delivery, and Nick, I kind of was like, okay. Hemingway had a birthing chair that he would carry because it was light and easy. So he had it at the end of his bed, so they were saying.
And that bed was so short.
Wasn't it?
Did you notice how short? And I don't think he was a short man.
No, I wouldn't think
he
that.
He had to lay in the fetal position or something.
Here's some of the movies there it is, that birthing chair. This is going downstairs, and this is across the catwalk up in his studio, and there was a cat up there, and you may or may not know that these are the six-toed famous cats, and of course, they were kind of all over the place, just roaming.
Tell that story.
About the six-toed cat?
Well, about him leaving the house.
He left the house and his estate for his cats. And so we saw some of the groomers there, that a groomer that was, combing them and taking care of them. And you can see they're inside the bookstore here.
These cats have quite the life.
Oh, they really do, don't they? Look at these trees.
They have a beautiful home and grounds, and they got people taking care of them, and people who come and visit and pet them. And
oh gosh, yeah. It's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really awesome. You can see this is where we park, just like right across the street. So if you go early, this is Kim. Yeah, had a little issue.
Can't do anything.
Yeah, didn't see a red light, so we kind of pulled out the intersection. Oh, here comes the train that everybody, seems to do. Now this train, it goes around where you can get on and off, but it was $70. And this is, kind of in the middle of the intersection as we're waiting. It's like, oh my gosh, there we go. And these are some of the burlesque shows and the cabaret shows that are down here. And, they're going on. I mean, they start, and run through the day, but, mostly, people, I think, go to them at night. I would have definitely gone to one of the cabaret shows. I would have loved to have seen, they had the drag queens there, which would be kind of fun to go. I know my mom and dad loved them. My mom said they were the prettiest women she ever saw. That she, and Hard Rock Cafe, and which is so beautiful because it's a house. I mean, it's so cool. And there's the train again. Train, how much is it? Did I say 70 something? $75? Yeah. There's Shorty's, which is another one of the really famous places you can go. And then it should be Irish Kevin's coming up on the right, and then followed by Sloppy Joe's. And Sloppy Joe's, right about now is probably like 10:30ish, 11:30, somewhere 11 o'clock, somewhere like right around there. But Sloppy Joe's was already hopping. It was open at 9:30 when we drove by earlier, and it's full, and there's plenty of people in there, and they were all having, quite the good time right there. There's one of our friends hanging out there. and so, so now we're just kind of, finishing our tour. And how much was our golf carts for today?
It was $107.
Okay, $107 for 3 hours. Okay. Oh yeah, remember the foil house?
The foil house was very interesting.
Yeah, I can only imagine who lives there probably performs on Mallory Square at night. And our cruise only stayed here today from 7:30 this morning. And yes, we were a little lost right here, and we were trying to figure out where are we going to go, and we had about 5 minutes left, and we needed to get back to drop off our golf cart because we had already had it for the 3 hours, and then walk back down to the port area. And so we did find where we were going to go, and then when we were walking back, took some pictures of some things along the line, and then we knew we wanted to stop to eat. And what was
at that point? We were hungry and thirsty.
Hungry, thirsty again. So I think the 3 hours is about perfect, for the golf cart, don't you? I don't think anybody would need it any longer than that. And then you can go back to the port area, and then there's plenty of places to eat. This is a little chicken, but they are protected, aren't they?
Yes,
they're protected.
Not supposed to disturb them.
Yeah, we can't disturb those chickens. And again, what is the place that we ate at? I can't remember the name of it.
Salty Frogs?
Yes, Salty Frogs. So we are walking back down to the port area, and then we're gonna stop at Salty Frogs to eat. And it was so good. Mm-hmm. So here's Salty Frogs, and we ate here 2 years ago, and we decided to stop again, and it is right in Mallory Square and right across from the ship. So super easy to do, and the food was really good, and it's open air. They have little chickens running around, and then you can write your name on the dollar bill and hang it up, and the food was very large there. And here's some more little chickens.
We weren't supposed to feed the chickens, but we might have snuck a few crumbs to them.
Maybe. Somebody. Maybe. Somebody kept spilling food. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So here we are, Cruising Besties. We are up on the wall, and now we're heading back to the ship. So you can see right here across from the restaurant, that's where they have the train and the tram, and there's the shipwreck museum and Mallory Square. So if you don't want to go all over Duval and all that, you could really just stay right here, don't you think? Sure. There's shops and stuff right shops there. All around. Yeah. Those little souvenirs are right there. But
hope you enjoyed our video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.